Basic router configurations. Administrative configuration for router and switch. Now router and switch, that means both whether you configuring router or switch, both are using the same Cisco IOS. Now Cisco has designed the same IOS for both the devices, either you're using router or switches. Now let us look the administrative configuration command to configure the network devices such as router and switch for administrator the network. So the administrative functions that you can configure on a router and a switch as follows. So first you have to configure the name for your device. That means your device will be identified with this name. If suppose you are having multiple devices, so by remembering them by IP addresses, it is not possible, it is not easy for us, because we are not able to remember the numbers. So remembering the devices by name is a good thing, like we can easily remember it. It is a human behavior that we remember the names more than the IP addresses or more than the numbers. Just like we store names with any phone numbers we have, because all the phone numbers we don't remember. So when we save the phone numbers, we save with the names. Okay, so the host names, that means we provide the name for our server or our router or switches. Then we should secure the router or switch by the password, and then we have to configure the interfaces so that we can do some more things, like we can configure the routing and other configurations. So first, host name. Assigned name can be useful as to where the device actually lives, will make finding it a whole lot easier. Now these are the network devices, and it could be remain in different places. Like we have a router in a site or in different sites. It will be easy for us to remember by the name of those routers, like where the router is located or where the router is linked. Like for example, if my router is in the Andheri site, so I will name it as the Andheri. So whenever I see the Andheri, then I will say, okay, this router belongs to that site. Now to assign and identify your host name of the router, you use the below command. The command is host name. So to configure the host name for our router, the command is host name. Now how you will run this, let's see that in our router. Okay, to configure configure the routers, I will use this router, one of the router from here. Now when you take the routers in Packet Tracer first time, so by default it shows the model number and router name, router name for the as a number goes, router 1, router 2, and next when we use another router, it will show router 2, like so it shows the numbers and names for the routers here. Now I don't want to use it like this. I don't want to see the model numbers and all that. So what I will do here, I will go to options and preference, and then these are the options which you want to see. The user customize the user experience. So what you want to have and not have, you can configure it from here. Like show animation will be good for us. It will show us what is going on. Show the device model label. Now this is what model label, that means this one. So I don't want this, so I remove this. Now it is not showing the model label. Now router name, is it giving by default by itself? But I don't want this, because I want to assign the name myself. Like what I am going to use this, like when I am designing this, I am configuring this router as a name Andheri, so I will mention the name here also as Andheri. So what I will do, I will remove this, show device name label, I will remove this. So now it is not showing any label and here name or model label here. And there are some other options also available which you can see and you can modify from here. I just removed those things here, those two things here. Rest is okay, so I will close this. Now why I did this, so that I can make my own names here. Like I want to make this router for Andheri, so I will go on here and then I will click and I say this is my Andheri router. Now this is just for my information, my identification in this design. It is not like it is configured on the router. For configuring into the router, we have to connect the router, and then we configure it with the host name. It is just to make sure we see in the design. It is just to identify in the design what we make here. Okay, so I'll go here on the router and go to the CLI. Now under the CLI, this router is not configured with anything because it's a default. It is just started, so nothing is configured in this router. So I'm going to configure these things here. It is in the setup mode, so I say no here. I don't want to do the initial configuration, and now the router is started. Now I want to configure the host name, so I will go to first privilege mode. We don't have to give the whole enable command, we can only work with en, because when it is unique we can do that, we can run the command. This is also a help, and also you have a help for the tab. Now I will go to config mode. Now to go into config mode, we give command configure terminal. Instead of this, I can do what? When this conf, I type only conf and press tab, it completes the configure. That means this is unique. So I don't have to give the whole configure space. When I press T and tab, it completes the terminal. So I don't have to give the whole terminal also. So I can even give conf T. This is a good help in this iOS. So you just have to give only conf space T to go into configure mode. You don't have to type the whole configure terminal. Okay, so under the configure terminal, I want to set up the name. Now remember, under the configuration global configuration mode, you can do the configuration. Now this is the default name for our router, and every router I want to change it. So I will mention the name, the command host name, and this is the command. Remember, in command line you have you pass the command into in this way, like first will be the command and then will be the value. So remember how you pass the commands in command terminals, whether you are working on Cisco iOS terminal or other terminal. First you will mention the command, this will be the command, and then this will be the value, and based on the commands the value will change. Not only this command, any command you run, so the format and the syntax of the commands will like this. So the syntax of the commands will always be like this: the command you give, and then the mention the value you give for the command. Remember, the command will remain same. Always the command will remain same, and these values can change. Like now I am configuring this name as a Andheri. I can configure next time something other name also, but the command will remain same. So in any command, the syntax goes like this: any command, in any command, the command will always remain same, only the values will change. So this is what the way of giving command, or we can say the syntax. So we run the command host name, and now space, and every command after the command, when you are giving the value, you have to give space. So if you don't give the space, then it will give you wrong command. So after command, now I have to give the value. So this is my value, and this is going to be my name. Now when I press enter, I can see this, the name is changed. So this is what I change the name of my router, so that I exit from here, so that I know that this router belongs to which site, or where it is located. Now if you see the show running configuration, remember it shows only the running configurations, and it shows here that the name is Andheri now. Host name is Andheri. We have not configured other configurations, but this one we have configured right now. Now after configuring the name, then we have to configure the password to secure our router, so that nobody can get the access. Remember, till now it is not secure. As you can see, when I try to access the router, what I did, I will exit from here. Now to access the router, what we did, we just connect the cable we just connect the cable to into the console cable or auxiliary cable into it, and then what we do, let me show you how we connect in real scenario. We'll use a PC here, and we do what, we use the console cable. This is the cable. We connect the cable into console port, and then what, we connect the this PC's serial port, and then we go to the terminal here on this machine's desktop, and go to terminal, and on this terminal we get the command line access of our router. So we get the access here. Now what we have to do here, we don't have to do anything, we just press enter here and we are logged in. We are logged into the router and we are not having any problem, any password. So there is no security here. I logged into the user mode. I want to go to the privilege mode. I will give enable and I am into the privilege mode. No problem, no password. I want to go to the config mode. So I give conf t and I am into the configuration mode. And now when I am into the configuration mode, I can do anything. Now same way we can use the auxiliary port also. I will use one more machine here, and I will connect this machine using the console port, but I will connect it through the auxiliary port. So I select this auxiliary port here, and then I will connect it to the serial port of our PC. Now I will go to this PC. Remember, here from this PC I am connecting through the auxiliary port. Now again I am connecting through the auxiliary port, so I will enter here and I am logged in. No password, nothing. I just press enter, I am logged in. Now I will exit from here and I will click on this PC. Same as on this PC also, I can log in without any problem. I just press enter and I logged in. I just press enter and I logged in without any password or anything. Now this is not secure, so we have to secure it. Now so it is not secure because anyone just connect the cable to the router's console port or auxiliary port and then they can log into our router and they can change anything. Now it is not secure and it is not good. So what we can do, we can secure our router by using these 5 different passwords. 5 different passwords, that means we can put the password on console port. Console port, that means if anyone try to log in through the console port, that means if they connect the port, they connect the console cable into the console port of our router and try to log in through that, then it will ask the password which we configure on this console port. But still the auxiliary port remain open. Unless you configure the console port, still the auxiliary port will open. That means if suppose someone, we have secured the console port, but if someone connect the cable through the auxiliary port and we have not set the password for that, then they can log in without any password. So we can configure the password for auxiliary port also. Now there are different password of enable and secret password. These are also the password, and also we have telnet password or SSH. Now first I will show you these 2 passwords, console and enable password. Then I will show you what is that enable password and how we use that. So first, to configure the console password. Now to configure the console password, we can log in through the console port. Like I have connected this machine as from the console port. Now to make sure I remember this, I will do what? I will take this note here, that this one I use from, I connected through the console, and this one I connected through the auxiliary. And this is why these notes are there. So when you make a design, so you can make notes here that you can easily understand. So I know the node, from the node I know that this machine I connected through the console port, this machine I connected through the auxiliary port. And now one more thing, I will configure the console. Now I want to configure the password. I want to configure the password and I want to configure the router, so we can do any configuration, all the configuration through the console port, and we can set the password on console port also. But first, by default there is no password, so after configuring the password, whenever we try to log in, it will ask the password. I will configure the password for console, will be console. The console password I will configure console. It is not secure, but you will configure the secure password, complex password. For the testing, I will do what? I will configure the password for console is console. So I will click on this system, and the connection which we are getting here is through the console port. So what I will do here, I press enter. Now no password is there, but now I want to configure the password, so I will go on to privilege mode and then in the configuration terminal mode. Now to configure the password on console port, we have to go to that console port. It is like going into the port to configure the port, because it is a command line. In command line you don't know what you are doing. Like in graphical, what you do, you right click and do something on something. So when you do right click on some object, so you know that you are configuring that particular object. But in command line you are not right clicking any object. So not right clicking, but we can do what? We can go to that object configuration and then we can configure it. So this console and auxiliary is a line port. That means they are port which is used to connect the line for the router. So line for configurations. So we can do what? We can first connect the line port and then we can do configure. And for that we go to the line mode. Remember, there is sub mode for this config mode, global configuration modes, and those modes are line mode and interface mode and router mode. So now we are going into the line mode for the console and auxiliary port. So for that I will give command line. Now remember, this is a command, so this command will never change. Command will remain always same. Now I want to go to which line, this will be the value. So values can be changed. Now when I put a question mark here, so values could be this auxiliary or console, TTY, VTY, whatever. So we can go on to these different line modes or line port, or we can give the port number here also, first line number. But right now we are configuring the physical console port. These are logical things. But right now we want to configure the physical console port. This is the primary terminal line. And remember what it is saying, it is a primary terminal line. So we want to configure this primary terminal line. So I will mention line console. So I will say here line console. Now it asks me, now suppose if I press enter here, so it says what? Incomplete command, because remember it is not complete, there are some options also remaining. So I will put question mark here and it says you have to mention the line number. Now line number, that means the port number. Port number, that means you have to check the router what will be the port number. Now when you go to the physical of this router, you see there is console port here. There is a console port. Now how many console port we have? We have only one console port. So if you number this console port, then the number will be 0. It will start from 0. If you have two console ports, then you will get 0 and 1. So you have to make sure that which port you are connected, 0 or 1. Then according to that you will mention the number there in the configurations. But console port always remain 1. You will not see two console ports or two auxiliary ports in any router. So you always get one console port or one auxiliary port, and that is why when you see it says it is asking the number, and what is the option it is giving? It is giving 0 to 0. That is only one, that is 0. So I have to mention here the number for the console port is 0. Now we are under the line mode here. This is the sub mode of config mode, this global configuration mode. Now this line mode means what? Right now we are under the configuration of this console line mode, console port. Now we can configure the password. So for configuring the password, the command is password. Remember, this is the command, so command will not change, command will always remain same. The value will change. So what is the value? Value will be the password which we want to set. Now for console port, I want to set the password as a console. Remember, you can give any password. Okay, I will give any I will change this because you may confuse that this is some kind of configurations. So I will change it to moon. This is my password. So for console port, I am setting the password moon, and I will press enter here. Now the password is set. Now there is one more option where one more command we have to run here. Otherwise, what happened? Password will be there, but it will not apply. It will not ask the password. Router will not ask the password unless we type login. This command we have to give after the password, after configuring the password. If you don't give this, then it will do what? It will not ask the password. The password will be there, password will be configured, but the router will not ask the password. Now enter. That's it. Only these commands we have to run. We just have to go to console port, and then the password we have to set, and then we have to set the command login so that it can ask the password. Okay, now I will exit from here. I can press Ctrl Z. You can see here when you enter the configuration mode, it says enter the configuration commands and one per line. That means you can't run two commands at the same time in a same line. And then end with Ctrl Z. So you can end with Ctrl Z. That means you can exit from any global configuration mode or sub mode with Ctrl Z, and you directly go back to privilege mode. So I will press Ctrl Z here, and I will be there in the the privilege mode. Now I will exit from here, then I will exit from the router console. So I will exit from here. Now we are not logged in, and now when I logged in, it will ask the password. It will ask the password when I try to log in. So now see what happened when I try to log in. Now it is asking the password. Previously it was not asking the password because the password was not set. Now we have set the password for the console, and the password is moon. Now you see the password when I type. You don't see when I type. It actually don't show you the password, and even it does not show you the character like star or hash, whatever. So while you are typing the password, it does not show anything. It is also because of security. So the password is typed. When I press enter, it will take the password, but you cannot see while I was typing the password. You will not show it will not show like this star 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 like when I type the password. It does not do that. Why it does not do that? Because if suppose someone standing behind you and he sees that what you are typing, so he can guess the character by number also. Like it sees that okay, your password is 4 character. If you see, if he sees the 4 character star, like it says like this 4 stars here, that means what? You are typing the password which is only 4 character. Now he will try to guess the password, and maybe he can guess the password. So because of that, whenever you type the password, it does not show any character here. Not star, not hash, not dash, anything. It does not show anything. This is because of security. Now we have added the password, and it is asking the password now. Now when I go to the privilege mode, no password. When I go to the config mode, no password. So it is not asking the password here, but it is asking the password when I log in. And this is what the console password. Now we configure the password for console. Remember, for console port, if you connect through the auxiliary port, the password we configure on the console port will not be applied. So let's see what happens when we try to connect from here. Now I will try to log in. I will try to press enter, and there is no password here. As you can see, I will show you again. Exit. Now I will try to press enter. No password. Why it is no password? Because we have configured the password only for the console port, not for the auxiliary port. Now we want to configure the password for auxiliary port. Remember, this is the primary line. That means the console port is the primary line which is used to configure the routers. So whatever you want to configure, you have to configure through this console port. Now why I'm not configuring from auxiliary port, I will show you this. So first I will go to console port again and configure the password for auxiliary port. So the password is moon. Now I will go to the privilege mode and then I will go to the config mode. Remember, without privilege mode I cannot go to config mode. Now I want to configure the password for auxiliary port. So same, I will give the command line. The command will be same. This time I will use the command auxiliary for the auxiliary line. So I will mention AUX. Now again, how many ports we have? Auxiliary port, we have only one port. So the port number will always be 0 and there is only one port in every router, and that is why you see the numbers are from 0 to 0. So I will mention 0 here. Now I will configure the password, and the password I will say like Apple. Now this is my password for auxiliary port, and again I have to give login, otherwise it is not going to ask the password. So we configure the password for auxiliary port also. Now I will exit from here and exit from here. So when I try to log in from the console port, it will ask the password for the console port, moon. Now I will try to log in from the auxiliary port. So I will select this machine and I will try to log in, and now it is asking the password also, and the password is Apple, and now it is allowed me to log in. Now remember, I told you I did not configure this password through the auxiliary port, and why I did not did that, because this console port is a primary, this one is all secondaries. This one is the primary port or primary console port which is used to configure the router. Now why I am saying this, I will show you again. I'll click on this and I'll try to log in. The password is there. Now I want to go to the privilege mode, no password. I want to go to the config mode, no password. Now I want to do it with the same, I want to do the same from auxiliary port. So I connect, I'm already there. I will start from this, exit, okay, login, password Apple, and now I want to go to privilege mode. So I give this command, and what it is saying here is no password set. Now what that means? That means there is no password set. Remember, there is no password set because when we try to connect from the console port, it was not asking any password because there is no password. But here it is not allowing me to go to the privilege mode. And if I cannot go to privilege mode, remember I cannot go to config mode also. But it is also saying that no password set, and this is because there is no password set for privilege mode. So if there is no password set for privilege mode, this auxiliary connection, when you connect from auxiliary, it will not allow you to go to privilege mode. But even there is no password, we can still go to the privilege mode by using the console port. So when I connect from console port and I try to go to privilege mode, I can go because there is no password. And that is why I told you that this is what the primary connection, primary line. And that is why what I did configure the auxiliary password also through the console port. Why? Because when I try to go to the auxiliary port, when I connect auxiliary port and try to go to configured mode, I cannot go because I am not allowed to go to privilege mode. So whatever you want to configure, you should do it from the console port. Now these passwords which we have configured, these line passwords is only the login password, we can say. Login password, that means we can only use it to log in the router. But while you are logged in and you want to configure more, then you have to go to the configuration mode. So you can log in. Now when you log in, you can do some basic things, like you can do some show things, you can run some small things, but you cannot do more configurations. And for that you have to go to privilege mode, and only then you can go to configuration mode. So we can set up the password here also. We can set up the password from user mode to privilege mode. That means when you try to go to privilege mode from the user mode, then it will ask one password again. It is, we can say, the second line defense. Second line defense, that means if somehow somebody gets the password of this user password, this console password or auxiliary password, then they can log into the router, but if they want to do the more configurations, then they cannot do, because there is one more password is there to go to privilege mode. And when you can't go to privilege mode, you cannot use any configurations, you cannot do any configurations. And because of that, we have the password for privilege mode also, and those passwords are these two passwords: enable password and enable secret password. Now this enable password is not used. This password is not used because it is not secure. The password enable secret is secure, and always everyone use this, and everyone should use this enable secret password. It's a new type of password, and this is a secure password. This enable password is not secure, but still it is there. You can use this password also. So we can configure both the passwords. We can configure both this type of password, enable password or enable secret password, to go into privilege mode. These both passwords are for the privilege mode. Now this one is not secure, this one is secure, but still we can configure it. So I will show you this password first, and I will show you why it is not secure. Now again, if I want to configure the privilege mode password, remember I cannot go through the auxiliary port, because when I connect to auxiliary port, I cannot go to privilege mode until there is a password on privilege mode. But we can go to privilege mode when we connect through the console port. So I go to console port, and to configure the password for the privilege mode, I will go to configure global configuration mode, and here I have a command enable password. Now this is the command. This is a command, so command will not change. Command will always remain same. Enable space password, and then you will mention whatever the password you want. So I want the password, let's say ABCD. So this is my password ABCD, and when I press enter, it is configured. Very easy. The password is set. Now I will exit from here, everything. Now when I logged in, it asked me the password for the console, and the password is moon. Now the password for the privilege mode is also configured. So when I try to go to privilege mode, now it is asking me the password. Password is ABCD, and now I can log in. So we have configured the password for user mode, that is the console port password, and we configure the password for the privilege mode also. Now when I try to log in through the auxiliary port, it is asking the password for the auxiliary, that is Apple. Now when I try to go to privilege mode, remember previously it was not allowing me. Now it is asking the password. So previously it was saying password not set. Now I will give ABCD, and now I can go to the privilege mode also. Now previously it was saying here, when I try to log in, when I try to go to privilege mode, it says password not set, no password set, because there is no password. But now we have configured the password, so it asks the password and we give the right password, so we can go to privilege mode. And now we can configure the router through the privilege port also, this auxiliary port also. Now what is the problem with this normal enable password? What is the problem with this? The password which we have configured for the privilege mode, and I said it is not secure. Let me show you that. Now when I run show running configuration, that means we have not saved anything right now, so every configurations are the running configurations. If our router reboots, then all the configurations will be removed because we have not saved anything. So when I see running configurations, so it shows me these configurations here, that this is the version of the iOS, this is the name we have set for our router, and this is the password we have configured for the privilege mode, and the password is ABCD, and you can see easily the password is in plain text. Is in plain text, that means anyone can see the password. Anyone who can run this show running config, they can see the password also. Now when I go more, I go enter, I press enter and go down, so we can see this also, the password we configured for the console and auxiliary port. Now you see here, we configure the password for line console 0 is this, and we configure the password for line auxiliary is this. So we can see all of these passwords. These are what plain text. These are not secure. Like whenever you configure the password, and if suppose anyone who can run this, the configuration ends here, anyone who can run this command, show running configuration, running config, it can see all those passwords. It can see all those passwords, and they can use those passwords to log in, and then they can configure anything and corrupt, and then what they can do, whatever, like they can configure and harm our system, steal the information, lots of things they can do. So if the password is not secure, now these passwords are not secure, because of that now we have these enable secret password. Now this password is secure than this normal password. Now how is this password is secure? Let me show you that. Now one more thing, we have configured this enable password, and now I'm going to configure the enable secret password. And once we configure the enable secret password, this normal enable password will not be valid. Not be valid, that means when you try to go to privilege mode and you try to give this password, it will not work. After configuring the secret password, it only takes the secret password. This password will not be valid. Let's see that. Okay, I will connect through console. This is the password, and when I go to privilege mode, again the password is there. The password is there, and the password is ABCD. Now why these passwords are not secure? Because anyone who can run the show running config, like suppose you are working on the router, you just go away for the coffee, and what, someone comes and run the show running config command, and they can see all the passwords. They can see the password, plain text password, they can see the login password also, these console or auxiliary passwords. Now we can configure the secret password. Now for configuring it, that I will go to global configuration mode again, and this time I will give command enable secret, not enable password, I am giving enable secret, and this is the command. And after the command you will give the value, whatever the value you want, you can give that value here. So whatever the password you want, you can set here. Now I want to set the password for the enable secret, and I will set like XYZ. It's a very simple password, XYZ. But don't use simple password, always use complex passwords. This is for testing, I am using this password. Now I will exit from everything. Now when I logged in, console password I gave. Now when I go to privilege mode, now it is asking the password. Now remember, the password enable password is also there, enable secret password is also configured. I will try to give enable password ABCD, which is not secure. It is not taking it. ABCD, not accepting. ABCD, it is not accepting this, because once you configure the secret password, the normal password, enable password, will not be valid. So whenever I try to log in, I have to give the secret password XYZ, and now I logged in. So once we configure the secret password, we cannot use the normal password. Now why this password is secure? Let's see, we run the show run config command. Now what we see here is this is the enable password which is not secure, ABCD, and what is the enable secret password? The password was XYZ, but it is not showing the password here, it is showing the hash value. It is showing the hash value type 5. The type is 5, it is actually MD5 hash. And you can see that this is not a normal password, it is not showing the password in plain text. The password is in hashed, and this is not easy to crack, it is actually unreversible. So you cannot reverse, that means even if you see this value, you copy this value and you take it somewhere to crack it, then still you will not be able to crack it because it is very difficult. Now I used only XYZ, it can be cracked. It will take a lot of time to do that, but still it can be a crackable. But if suppose I use the complex password, then it will not be easy to crack. It will never be easy. Complex password, that means including characters, numbers and special characters and more than 8 characters. Then it is almost impossible to crack it. But these passwords you can see easily. So these passwords you can see easily, but the other passwords are also you can see easily. But that enable secret password is not easy. You cannot see that password. So if you can't see that, that means you cannot know that. If suppose someone runs the show running config and suppose someone sitting in behind me and he is doing that eavesdropping or shoulder surfing, still it is not able to see. He can see this, but he cannot see what the secret password. So anyone who don't know that, if you don't know the secret password, that means what? You can log in. Suppose you get the password of the console, you can still log in and you can remain in this console, this user mode. But if you want to configure anything, you have to go to privilege mode. And if you don't know the right password, that means you cannot go to privilege mode. And once you can't go to privilege mode, you cannot go to global configuration mode. And you cannot do anything. Now, after the privilege mode, there is no password. So once you reach to the privilege mode, then you have unrestricted right. You can do whatever you want. You don't have any restriction then, you don't have any password then. So these are the password we have: console password, auxiliary password for the user mode to log into the router, and then the privilege mode password is to secure the router by going into privilege mode and securing the router's next level configuration privilege. Now there is one more password that is called telnet, that is VTY, that means virtual terminal type, and these telnet, or there is one more SSH also. Now these are the remote management protocols. Remote management protocols, that means your router is here and it is connected through the network and it is configured, it is connected through the network, and you are also connected to the same network where your router is connected, and you can the router is configured with IP addresses, and you can connect the router, you can ping the router. Then what you can do, you can use the telnet or you can use SSH to log into the router. Now just like we use the console or auxiliary port to log into the router, we can also use telnet or SSH to log into your router. Log in through remotely. Remotely you can use telnet to log in, and then we can do what? Once we are logged in, then we can go on to privilege mode, and then we go on to the config mode, and then we can configure the router, and we don't require to go and connect the console port to the router. We can remotely configure the router through the network, through the IP address of the router. But for that we have to configure the IP addresses on the router so that we can connect the router, so we can configure it. But we can also set the password for telnet, and if you don't set the password for telnet, then it will not allow you to log in. If suppose the administrator forgot the password for telnet, If the administrator forgot to set the password of telnet, then that does not mean anyone can log in through the telnet. You cannot log in through the telnet unless you set the password. Now telnet connects remotely, so this is a machine I have connected through the network. Directly I connected to the router. It has an IP address and router is also having an IP address. So if I go to this machine, I have a command terminal here. So I will go to the command terminal of this machine. And we are on the terminal here now. So first I will check that whether we are connected to router or not. So this is the IP address of the router. So when I ping, it is giving me the reply. That means this machine is connected to the router. Now I will try to get the telnet connection. So I will use command telnet and then I will give the IP address of the router. Now what is saying here? It is saying trying to open, and then it says connection closed by the foreign host. That means if the connection is closed by this host, the router. Remember, we have not configured the password for the router on the router for telnet, and that is why it is not enabled. So if some administrator forgot the password for telnet, that does not mean it is open. It always be closed. It will not allow the access. Now why? Let me show you that. When you run show run config command, this is the secret and enable password, and when you go down, you see these here. This is the console password, this is the auxiliary password, and this is the password for VTY. VTY, that means our telnet or SSH. Now telnet means VTY means virtual terminal type, and we have not configured any password for it, so it is not showing any password, but it is showing login here. Now remember, by default the login option is not there for console and auxiliary port, and that is why it is allowing you to log in when there was no password. But once we configure the password, we give the option login manually, and when we give the option login, then it asks the password. Remember, I told you that when you give login option, then it asks the password. If I don't give login, then it will not ask the password. Now by default for the VTY connections, it is configured for login is by default configured. That means the password is set or not, it will always ask the password. Now if I remove this login configuration, then what it will do, it will allow login through the telnet or SSH without password, and that is not secure. So that is why login option for the VTY is already there by default. So I want to configure the password for that. So I will do what? Same, I will go to configure terminal, I will go to line. This time I will go for VTY. We have VTY. So I will go for VTY, and when I press question mark for the port number, it shows me here that we can have 0 to 15. Now 0 to 15 means what? We can have connection from 0 to 15, that means total 16 connections simultaneously, and we can set the password for them, or either we can set the password for only 0 to 4. 0 to 4, that means only 5 connections. So either we can set the password for 0 to 15 or 0 to 4. Now that means what? The whole simultaneous connections. Now if suppose I configure the password for 0 to 4, now what that means, I am saying that configure the password simultaneous connection, like once this machine is connected using the telnet, one connection is done, then one more connects. So the password, we have configured the password A. So it is going to ask A password when the first connection comes, then the second connection comes, password A, third connection comes, password A. Remember, all these connections are connected. Then fourth connection comes, password A. Fifth connection comes simultaneously, all the connections are connected. These all machines are accessing the router through the telnet. They will all be asked the password A. Now at the time when the sixth connection comes, while these 5 connections are already connected, that means from 0 to 4. So they will all be asked the password A, and when the sixth connection comes, it will not allowed, because we have configured the password only for 0 to 4. If I configure the password for 0 to 15, that means simultaneous connections 0 to 15s are allowed. Now simultaneous means what? If suppose this sixth one comes, then it is not allowed because we didn't configure the password. But if suppose this one connection disconnects, then we remain with only 4. And then when this connection try to connect, then it will allow to connect, because only simultaneous 5 connections are allowed with this password. Or we can do what? We can configure different passwords also. Like for first 5 connection I configure password A, then next 5 connection I configured password B or D, and then for next 5 connection I configure the password C. So what happens then? First 5 connection comes, they will be asked by the password A, and while they are connected, if the sixth one come, then it will be asked the password D, and it goes on till 0 to 15. So simultaneous connection it accepts from 0 to 15. It's on us like how much simultaneous connection we want to enable. So it is on us like how much connection we want to enable, 0 to 4 or 0 to 15. So I say 0 space 4. I want to give password for enable only simultaneous 5 connections. Now again we are under the line mode, and then what? The same command will work. The command for giving the password is password, and then whatever the password you mention, let's say I will say Kali, and then no need to give login because login is already there. Login is already there, so we don't need to give login. Login is already there. And then what? It is now configured the password for the VTY also, and now show run config. So privileged passwords are there, and these console auxiliary and VTY password is also configured. Now you can also see the password here. This password is also plain text. So if you it is also not secure, you can see the password, but the privileged secret enable secret password is there. Now when I try to connect again from this machine, it was saying connection closed. Now I will try again. Now it is allowing me to connect, and it is asking the password. So I will give the password Kali here, and I logged in through the telnet. And then what? I can go to privilege mode, and the privilege mode password is XYZ, which is the secret password, and then I can go to privilege mode also. If you have not set the privilege mode password, then again it will not allow to go to privilege mode through the telnet connection, because it is not a primary connection. Just like auxiliary, it will also not allowed. But the other passwords are not secure. This password is secure, and we can see the password, other passwords, but we cannot see this password. Now if you want to secure these passwords also, then there is an option, but that is not that secure. We can encrypt these other passwords. We can encrypt these other passwords, like these console, auxiliary and VTY passwords are showing there. So we can encrypt those passwords, but that is not that secure that we have used secret password. If you want to do that, we can go to config terminal and we say service password encryption. This is a command, service password encryption, and when you run this command, it will do what? It will try to encrypt all the other passwords. So when you try to see now, show run config, now you can see the enable password is also encrypted, but it is encrypted, it is not hashed, and it is encrypted. It is a password type 7, and it is encryption. Remember, encryption can be easily reversed. That means if anyone gets this value, then it can do what? It can reverse the value with using the same algorithm, and it can get the right value. It is not that difficult, but it is very difficult to get this value. It is very difficult to get this value, but very easy to get this value. So if suppose someone is smart enough, then it can do what? It can recover this password also. Let's say for example, what I will do, I will go to this Google, and I will say that Cisco password decrypt. I just type this Cisco password decrypt. I get as different options here. I will go to this IFM. I will click on this. You can go for other tools also. Now this is just online tool. Now it is saying here type 7 password here. So whatever the type 7 password you have, you just type it here and you get the password from your router. This is the type 7 password. So I will do what? I will copy this and I will paste it here. Remember, this is enable secret and it was Moon actually. So I type it here and then I will crack the password. Oh, it is ABCD. Yes. And you see how quickly it is cracking the password. It's very easy to decrypt the password. ABCD and all the other passwords which we have configured. We configure the console password, auxiliary passwords, and these VTY passwords all are encrypted. These all are encrypted, but that is not that secure. Like console password, I will take this. Or this one is big, so I will take this auxiliary password here and copy. And now I will paste this here. And I say crack. Apple. Very easily it shows me Apple. This is Apple. Now when you go down here, what it says here, that this don't use old type 7 passwords anymore, use the secret keyword. Use the secret keyword, for example enable secret password, because it is secret, it is secured. It is not easy to crack, but you may find type 5 password also. You see, this is decrypt type 5 password. I go with this search. Again, this is IFM, so I'll go to this site and it is asking me to give the type 5 password, that is the enable secret password. So it is asking for the enable secret password and it will try to crack that also. So I will try to use this. This is our enable secret password and it is only XYZ. I copy this and paste it here. Now I say crack. Now it is going to do the brute force here, and this brute forcing means what? It will take a lot of time. It is, you can see it is taking a lot of time. That means it actually tries all the possible combination and it is not easy to crack. And if suppose I use a complex password with characters, numbers, special characters, and it is more than 8 characters, then it is impossible. It is impossible to do this brute force. We use XYZ, so it will take some time, but it may be cracked. It is crackable, but still it will take a lot of time. 2-3 hours it will take at least, or more than 2-3 hours, depend on your system. It is working on it and it is keep working on it, and it will take a lot of time to crack it. But if you use a complex more than 8 character password, then you can just keep it like this for 300 years and will still not be cracked. So these are the password settings we have to secure our router access, so that nobody can access our router. We secure the router access. Now if we want to remove these passwords, so if you want to remove this password, or you want to remove any configuration in Cisco IOS. So in Cisco IOS, suppose you configure something and you just want to remove it. So it is very easy, very easy in this Cisco IOS. It is very easy to remove the configurations. You just have to remember that what you have done. Like for example, I set the console password. So what I did, I go to console port and then here I use this command to configure this password. Now what I want to do, I want to remove the password. So first what I will do, I will go to this console port again. Remember, wherever you configured, you have to go there. If you want to remove any configuration, so you have to go there where you have configured. So we have configured the password in this line mode. So first I will go to the console line. I will use the same command here. Then this is the command to configure the password, and this is the password. So what I want remove this password. So what I will do, I will use the command. The command is password. This is the command, and then I gave the password here. So without giving any password, what I will do, I will say no password. So if you want to remove the password, so what you do, you start with no. So any configuration you want to remove, you have to just start the configuration command with no. Remember, only the command, not the value. This is the command here, and this is the value. So I don't have to mention the value, I just have to mention the command. So to configure, we use password command. To remove the configuration, we will use the same command password, but it starts with no. So I will say no password, done. To configure this login, it was not configured, I did command login. I said login. To remove this, I will say no login, no space login, remove. Very simple. You have to mention the command. Before, after the no, and you have to just mention the command, not the value. So we want to remove these things. Okay, it has got the password XYZ here. It has cracked these enable secret password also. Now, what is the moral story of this? It says don't use stupidly simple password, that what I use purposely. I just wanted to show you that how stupid this XYZ is. It is still be easy to crack. You can say it is saying don't use stupidly simple passwords. So always whenever you password any password you use, whether you are using the console password, auxiliary password, or this privilege secret password, always use complex password and more than 8 character password. These are not easy to crack, but this one is very easy, and it has cracked also. Okay, so I want to say that I want to show you that how we can remove these configurations. We will go to the configurations where we configured this. So I will go to the console, and then what, the password is moon and the password is XYZ. Now I want to remove these configurations, like I want to remove the privilege secret passwords, and I want to remove the encryption also, and I want to remove console auxiliary VTY passwords. So I can remove all of them. Like I want to remove the console password, so I will go to first config mode, then I have to go to the line console 0. Remember, we configure the password under this line console 0. Now here we use the command password to configure the password. So what I will do, I will start the command with no password, and I don't have to give any value, the value which was the password. It is done. I want to remove the login which I configured, so I will say no login, done, exit. Now I configure the console password, auxiliary password, so I will go to line auxiliary 0, then I say no password, no login, done. Now when we see this show run config, we can see here the privilege, console enable passwords are there, but when we go to here, now we can see these console password and auxiliary passwords are removed. This VTY password is still there, and these are encrypted, and we can remove these also. So for removing that also, I will go to config terminal, line VTY, remember 0 to 4, and then I will say no password, and then no login, no. I will not give this no login, because this, if I give, then anybody can log in through Telnet without password. The login option will always be there for this VTY connection. We should not remove this. So I'm not going to remove this no login. It will be remain as a login. So when I say show running config, so you can see the login option will always be there. So we don't remove this for VTY connection. Otherwise, anyone can log in through the network through using the Telnet without any password. But the secret passwords are still there. The secret and the enable passwords are still there. I want to remove them. I want to remove the encryption also. So for configuring the encryption option, I go to config mode and I did run the command service password encryption. This was the command, no value. So I will just give no service password encryption. It will remove the encryption. Now for configuring the privilege password, we don't go to any mode. We just configured it from this config mode. The command was enable password and then we gave the value. So for removing it, I will say no enable password. So we remove this. Now secret password is remaining. Secret password, we configure it like enable secret and then we give the value. So I will just give no enable secret and it will remove the enable secret password also. Now when I see show run config, now there is no password here and also there is no password for console auxiliary or VTY. So we have removed all the configurations we have configured, unless the name we have is still there. So if you want to remove the name also, so you will go to config mode, we use the command host name to configure it. I will say no host name and you can see it goes back to the default name, router. So it's very easy in Cisco IOS that you can remove the configuration by just giving the command no. Whatever the command you use to configure this, you just start with the no and it will remove. And remember, only the command, not the value. Like we configure the host name by using the command host name and then we gave the value like name. So for removing it, I just say no host name without any value and it removes the configurations. So in this basic configurations of router, we configure the host name for the router and also we secure the router with using all these passwords. So these are the basic configurations we have for the routers or even switches for Cisco IOS.